Oh, yep. One and done. We need this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess you're not allowed to use two hooks on the Skyway Pier right now. There's like a certain time where you can't do it, and right now is the time. So I had to cut the hook off of this pompano jig. Well, we got some fiddler crabs here, and we're trying a knocker rig. We're gonna try for these polys here, see if there's anything on them. What's up, guys? Your boy JFISHY here, and today we're gonna do something that I actually haven't done since the summertime, and I've been meaning to go back, but you know, every time I hear about it, it's like hit or miss. So today we got some time and we're gonna head over there. We're actually gonna be hitting the Skyway Pier, and we're just gonna see what's biting over there. I've heard a few things that are biting, but you know, with my luck, we might not catch anything. But yeah, it's a long drive, so I'll see you guys when we get there. All right, so the sign is missing. I can tell instantly. Probably from the hurricane. I don't remember how much I gotta pay, so let's see.
$11.44.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Thank you, you too. Alright, you guys. Well, you heard it there. $8.56 for one person. I'm pretty much explaining to, you know, for a lot of people to know, you know, if you've never been out here, what you got to do and how much it costs. It costs $1.75 to get on the bridge, and now $8.50, so about 10 bucks just to get on to be able to fish. So let's park here and see what we can catch. All right, you guys, well, let's get started with today's adventure. And like I told you guys in the intro, I rarely get to fish Skyway Pier, and it's mainly because it's such a hit or miss spot. And I really feel like in order to fish it efficiently, you have to learn it really well. But I guess that's my problem, is I don't have enough time to get out there so much so that I can actually learn how the bite is there. But hey, anytime I can get my lines wet, I decide to head out there. So we started off not knowing exactly what to do, but we were actually fishing with a buddy who does this more often. And he told me, let's start off with the pompano jig, and I wasn't going to say no to that. No, okay. That's all I need to hear, bro. Oh, yep. One and done. Wow, those are some nice size ones too. Oh, you got a couple pinfish, I think, too. Yeah, a couple pins. And guys, before I even had a chance to get my jig in the water, he threw the cast net and we loaded up with live bait. So that was definitely a plan B as well. And we kind of had a little plan going. We were going to pompano jig first and then start off with the live bait and see if we could get anything going. But there was actually a couple of rules and I guess regulations that I did not know about the Skyway Pier now, and he filled me in on them. And one of them was that there's certain times where you're not allowed to use two hooks. All right, guys, well, I guess you're not allowed to use two hooks on the Skyway Pier right now. There's like a certain time where you can't do it, and right now is the time. So I had to cut the hook off of this pompano jig, but I'm going to use the teaser, which is usually what's more effective anyways. So I'll show you guys exactly how I set it up right now. And I cut this with some bolt cutters, so let's see if it does me any luck. All right, you guys, well, this is pretty much how we have to set up. Like I said, you're not allowed to use two hooks right now, so I just cut the hook off of this pompano jig, and I got the teaser hook on there. And the reason I did that is because the teaser is usually what's the most effective anyways. So all right, so like I said, we're just throwing this pompano jig, teaser, I don't know, a lot of people call it goofy jig. We're gonna see what we can catch on it, but as you guys see, we also got a bunch of greenback, so we're gonna free line those out, see if anything ends up eating those. It's gonna be a good day, guys. It's gotta be. We got live bait and artificial on here. We're gonna see what the Skyway catches us. Hopefully some dinner. Oh man, at this point in the day, I still had my hopes set really high on catching some decent fish from this pier, because I have been seeing the reports, and you know, occasionally people get really lucky and either get some nice pompano, nice sheep's head. So I kind of had, again, my hopes set pretty high, and thinking that we were going to hook up on something decent. However, before we even got a chance to get any kind of action on the jig or anything at all, we noticed something. We noticed that there was a pelican swimming right in front of us for the longest time, and it was like almost like it couldn't fly away. And my buddy was like, I don't know, I think he's in distress, and kind of in a sense asking for help. So We decided to make a phone call to try to get him some help, but before we could even hang up the phone, we noticed an FWC car driving by, and we kind of waved them down just to give them a heads up on it and see what they wanted us to do about it. And guys, we definitely did not expect for him to say this.
Can you still see him?
He's right there. He's hanging out the whole time.
On the bridge, and he's just been sitting here in front of him like he's found out well.
There's a bird in here with some braid. It wasn't us, but you guys can see it.
I'm going to enlist your help. You won't get a ticket for cast netting it. In fact, you're covered by the Good Samaritan clause in the mandatory version.
Hey.
To help assist in rescue.
Well, I don't know if you guys heard that correctly, but he just asked if we could cast net the pelican. And that's something that we definitely did not expect to be asked of us. I mean, we wanted to help the bird, but we had no idea that he was going to say, hey, could you throw your cast net on him? So, but one thing's for sure, if anybody could do it, he could, because he's really good at throwing the cast net. So I knew it was going to work. It just seemed very strange. And we were a little worried, but we decided to do it. All right, we're going to try to throw a cast net on him. According to the game warden, that's completely okay. Oh, we got him. Nice throw. All right, now we're gonna help the bird out. Sweet. Yeah, this bird was just hanging out here, guys. Like if he, like literally if he was asking for help.
I appreciate it.
And now, if you guys don't know, the reason we were kind of worried about throwing the cast net on him is because the reason that the Skyway Pier started a whole, you can't use two hooks, and a lot of these rules and regulations that they started, I believe a year ago or so, was because they're trying to protect these birds. So the fact that the FWC guy decided to say, hey, could you cast net the bird? It kind of just made us worried, and we had to make sure that we weren't going to get, you know, a ticket written or anything like that. And you know, of course, we had a feeling we weren't because we're in a way helping, but still, it just seemed a little bit strange. So anyways, long story short, we definitely helped out, and we just wanted to get the bird some help because we could tell that it definitely seemed like something was wrong. And we did exactly that. So after this, the FWC guy took care of it, and we felt like we did our part getting him some help. So after that, we got back to some fishing, and we were hoping that karma would come back and give us some good luck.
Gentlemen, I really appreciate your time and your help.
No problem.
Thank
no problem
you so
there.
much.
They told me they were going to call somebody to send them out here, but that was...
You passed by right at the same time.
They might be trying to call me right now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, man, hopefully we get blessed with some pompano, right?
I know, right?
There we go.
Get a little bit of good luck after now. All right, guys. Well, you guys seen it. That little old bird, he just started hanging out over here, and we noticed he had some braid on him. And you know, they say it was, like I said, it wasn't ours at all. But hey, we seen it. We told somebody, and sure enough, he asked for our help. So that was something I was not expecting to happen. Well, that was unexpected. All right, well, enough of that. We decided to get back to throwing this goofy jig, pompano jig. And guys, definitely, I will say that this is a grind. And I've said that before anytime that I use this jig, because whenever I go back to using it, I remember how much of a grind it is. I mean, between the time I got here until now, I probably had already casted this thing a good 50 times. And a lot of the times I was allowing, you know, the current to kind of just take the jig, and I was just working it slowly and hoping that something would bite. And we were not getting not even a single smack. I mean, I think I might have had one decent smack where I felt it, and that was pretty much it. So, you know, it sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't. But again, this was only the first step of what we were going to do today. And eventually, I turned the camera off thinking that I wasn't going to get a bite. And guys, we caught something that everybody claims to catch out here at the Skyway.
Well, guys, we ended up getting a pinfish. I didn't even have the camera on. Of course we did, right? Coming to Skyway, you're almost guaranteed to hit one of these guys. What did you do? Oh man, this guy got me all tangled up. Get out of here, man.
I took the actual jig there, or one of those jig there, and I made my own hook bill.
Oh yeah? I think that's what he did, or something like that. He did. I think I got another pin. Dang. Yeah, we got to go to the deeper waters, bro. Look at this. Number 2. Oh no, this is a, what did we call this the other day? A little hogfish? No, not hog. Pigfish. You'll hear it grunting.
Grunting at you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Micro species number 2.
Micro image.
All right.
Catch a grunt, you gonna have a micro soil.
Oh, let's get to some deeper water and we'll see if we can make it work, but not with this little jig. But hey, you guys seen it. Caught me a pinfish and caught me a little hog, a pigfish.
So as you guys can see there, it definitely caught us some fish. Okay, maybe some bait fish, but it caught us something. And my buddy actually got a nice trout, but he couldn't get it up, so we didn't want to stop, and we kept trying a little longer.
Well guys, we didn't end up leaving, and now we just hit another pinfish. Oh no, it's a pigfish again. Man, these are perfect size. If only I knew where the rock pilings were here. Might be worth trying these guys for some grouper. Come on, buddy. Let it go. Get out of here. Hey, on the bright side, we're catching something. That's the 3rd fish of the day.
And as you guys heard me mention there, the rock pilings. Now that is a very important part of the Skyway Pier from what I've heard. However, I have no clue as to where they are, but all 3 of those bait fish would have been perfect to use a heavy setup, cast them there, and hope for a grouper to bite it. But unfortunately, like I just said, I don't know where they are. And that's something that I've been wanting to look into. I've heard you can kind of Google map it and see kind of where the rock pilings are, but it still just seems a little difficult to me to actually do it and go out there and find them. So hey, one day I'm sure that I'm gonna know where they're at, and I'm gonna be using this jig to get a bait fish and to throw it and hopefully catch a nice monster at the pier.
All right guys, well, a quick little update. We're gonna move down to deeper water on the pier. Well, you seen it, the pompano jig, I mean, it caught us something. We got those 2 pigfish and a pinfish, and that's all we were catching. I don't know if you guys are gonna get it because my camera just happened to turn off, but my buddy actually got a trout, a sea trout on the pompano jig right there. You guys will probably see it come up and splash, and I think that's where the camera cut. So but that was pretty cool. Something other than something bigger, I guess you could say. But it just doesn't seem like the tide is right for that little jig. But let me tell you guys, if you guys come on the right day and try that jig, you're gonna hit some good fish. So don't forget about that. But for now, let's get out there a little deeper, and we'll see. Maybe we'll throw some live bait, I think, or something. See if we can catch something. Whatever, anything for the table would be nice. But yeah, let's get out there.
Oh man, guys, you guys are gonna notice right here how the background looks completely different to how it just did. Man, there was a huge storm coming in, and it sucked so bad because we wasted so much time at the beginning trying to use this little pompano jig, hoping to catch something, because we did not have this in the forecast. And of course, Florida, it's always like that. So we ended up using this little jig a little longer here just to see if maybe I could get something different. And we did get a nicer bite. Unfortunately, it was just another pigfish, though, as you guys are going to see right there. It was actually probably the biggest one of the day, but still, it was just a pigfish, another bait fish pretty much that you could use to get a nice fish. And basically, at this point, we kind of knew that our chances of free lining out a greenback were pretty much shot because of the wind. The fish just wasn't going to go anywhere, and it was probably going to sit on the top with the current coming in right now. So what I decided to do was, we had a couple of fiddler crabs, and I had my setup kind of ready for that. So I decided to try to see if we could throw on these pilings and maybe, just maybe, catch a nice sheep's head.
Guys, well, we got some fiddler crabs here. There we go. And we're trying a knocker rig because I didn't want to mess up my my setup. I don't want to have to retie a FG knot here, so we're gonna try for these pilings here, see if there's anything on them. Hopefully it's sheep's head, but don't know for sure. So I'll take anything. Wait, no way did I get ate that quick. Okay, no, I still got it. There's no piling. You know what? There's a piling right here. Alright, there's a piling right here under us. Let's try it. There we go. Let's keep it more this way to get. I know, right? Oh, something's nibbling at it. No way. Oh my god, they got him. Alright, got another one on there. We got ate pretty quick, but I will say it was kind of small bites, so I don't know, guys. It might be pinfish following me. No way. Okay. They're cleaning me off a little too quick.
I'm sure you guys could hear it in that past clip, but the wind definitely picked up. I mean, it was becoming a little unbearable, and it just got worse and worse, guys. So unfortunately, we actually ran through our whole dozen of fiddler crabs, and I honestly couldn't even tell you what ate them. I mean, in my head, I was thinking it could be pinfish, smaller sheep's head, or maybe even some small snapper, but something was definitely interested in them, and I just didn't have enough, and I could not hook up on them. So unfortunately, this trip to the Skyway was kind of a bust, but at the same time, we definitely learned a lot, and that's one thing that I always love to do. So at this point, we just decided to pretty much pack it up and get out of here.
All right, you guys. Well, as y'all can notice, I'm wearing a sweater, and this was actually supposed to be my second day going out there. Unfortunately, a cold front came through kind of unexpectedly. I mean, not really. It was kind of forecasted, but I thought I might have some time today. But heck no, the winds are roaring. It is freezing. I mean, there's even some reports of it snowing in the north parts of Florida. So that just tells you everything you need to know. So needless to say, I will not be going out fishing. And hey, yesterday was kind of a bust, but at the same time, I learned a lot, a lot of the new regulations, and I did learn a good amount of things going out there. So hey, a day out in the water is never a loss, I'll tell you that. And I had a blast, so that's all that I could ask for, right? But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys go out to the Skyway and fish, give me some tips down in the comments, because I definitely need them. But man, yeah, fishing's fishing, guys, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So with that said, I hope you guys have a blessed week. I hope you guys have the best luck out there fishing. Remember, guys, always stay positive, keep them good vibes up. I upload every week on my channel, so I hope to see you guys back here next time. But until then, guys, peace.